Yo, yo. What up? 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 What up?
Yo, active.
Active. We're going to go the goat himself in the building. Yeah, did.
Going easy back.
How
Yeah, the
it look? How
markets
it
up
look?
for me this week.
How it look? How it look? How it look?
We take one trade last week. We did lose. GBP cut.
Okay.
Yeah, but we did risk. We did risk the right amount. I'm risk lower than what we should have risk. So I guess it's good.
Okay. How much you lose? 100K a
Like
trade?
no 50.
How much you lose? 9 bills?
No less than that. $200.
Oh, yeah, good
We
man.
did that. We did want to risk 1%, but we never calculated because we did their work. So we just do an estimate.
Oh, you're good then, man. You're good then. You go. But yo, bro, remember that video you shared me on Instagram?
Yeah. Oh, but
Yo,
did
I
want to
got,
talk to you about that, because more we like do like have sessions like that where
yeah, man, we're
everybody
going to
get
do a
a
back
chance
test
to
session.
like break down. Yeah.
We're going to do a back test session because watch this now, Zane. But me refine the strategy. Like fully refine the strategy, bro. You get me? So I share with you. I'm gonna share that a page out with you. Share this. Watch out. Watch the wins, bro. We refine the strategy. So I share it with the community. The exact strategy how to catch the trades them. Like it's almost like sniper, like fully sniper entries, bro. You get me? So I'm gonna share the strategy. Probably later on, we'll do our next session, a live session, and then we'll share the strategy with you. But it crazy, bro, crazy. Like it's a refined level of the same thing. But yo, big up everybody in the building. Who there? Who there? Like the people them still there at church or I cook them Sunday dinner start session early today cause I have a ball game I want to watch 2:30.
When the kids are play?
No man. Basketball. Lakers are play. So I want
Yes,
to catch a match.
playoffs.
Yeah.
I like as a support.
Well, I really brand my baller still.
Uh,
So I'd say by extension, yeah. Big up Milton in the building. Big up yourself, bro. Always happy to see you, fam.
Chris Paul and my ball, but you wash now. So,
Oh, CP3.
yeah, all of that now. But me like Shay still. Shay good.
Oh, Shay. Yeah, Shay are doing things. He was a solid ball. I think him are the future for the league right now. But
Mm-hmm.
that's why I feel like say them are gonna push him for win a championship. I feel
Mm.
like it's going to be a OKC Lakers finals, and either one of two things
Mm-hmm.
will happen. Either them are gonna push the finals there for OKC face Lakers, so that Shea can beat LeBron. So it can be like him take over the league, from LeBron. You get
The
me?
thing is that I don't think them normally go for like non-Americans to be the face of the league. Remember, she Canadian. They would
Yeah,
have
but
prefer like Ja or Anthony
yeah, but you
Edwards
see,
or
but you
one of them
see,
on that.
but you see, Shea kind of close enough. And remember, that in NBA is pushing for a more globalization of the league. That is why they've been having games in China and other places, other countries. So they've been having a lot of games because even the other day they had a regular season game in France. So they're trying to push the image more of a global level than just America.
Yeah, that's true.
So you'll be surprised for no say that them are push now, because guess what? The European players are actually playing much better than the local players.
Yeah, but so if so be the case, I would say Luca over Shea though.
Yeah, but it says Shea have personality. Luka don't really have that much personality.
Yeah, that's the truth.
You see me? And Luka is the closest to an American than, I mean, Shea is the closest to an American than Luka is to an American. You get me? Shea so far has been a staple person. Like, he's played basically every single game. Him not miss games. Him consistent. Him funny. Him fun for watch. You know what I mean? Him have a vibe. Him dress a certain way for appeal to younger people. So believe me, I'm tell you, say, like, when I like them, I go push Shea, because while them would want to push Tatum, I don't think Tatum has the personality like how Shea have the personality. Shea connect more with the young people. Them.
Yeah, and
So
I
it's
think
like,
Ja too, but Ja getting into too much
yeah,
trouble though.
Ja was going to be the guy, but him get himself in a problem with the whole gun thing. You get me? So it's like them have to move on, them have pivot from that. So in my opinion, is going to be either a Lakers OKC finals, and them are gonna basically get OKC for beat LeBron and the Lakers to kind of say, yo, we'll pass off the torch now to the young youth, yeah. And then it's going to be a OKC Boston finals, and then OKC are going to win. Either that, or the other story is going to be LeBron going out with a bang, where him face OKC in the finals, beat OKC, and then play Cavs in the finals, which should be like a big storyline, because him last championship in beating former team kind of fight. You get me? So the storyline there, I just which one of them are gonna choose for play. You know what I mean? I'm not say the NBA is rigged, but it's pretty close. You get me? Them pretty.
I mean, the referee them can always them ref the game them different in the playoffs. So.
Yeah, but that don't mean that always have a workout in it. It's just that them might try push a particular agenda, but it don't always work. At the end of the day, the players them have to put the ball in the basket. You get me? So that's the thing for me. But me could say, as I say, but to me, NBA like really exciting, like, to watch. You know what I mean? Because you know all them people that talk about NBA and nice again. NBA nicer than, to me, it has ever been. Like the teams are evenly matched. Like you're not having a super team. Anybody can win at any time. And that's the beauty about which part of the NBA there right now. You have some young youth that take over. So yeah, always a good look, man. I'm proud of the proud of the league. I'm gonna see how the man in my room. But yeah, back to this now. I could start mark up some chats. Big up everybody in the building. Everybody with there, the shout out. Remember to like the video, guys. Just give you a shout out once a day. Just, you know, give you a heel in the chat. Give you a thumbs up on the video. Tap the heart emoji or whatever emoji. You know, give you some little interaction so we know that you're here. I want to you're live. Again, Milton in the building. Big up Milton. Who else there? Who else there? Who else there? Who else in the be a long time? I see Tina. What are going for Tina? Long time I see Tina, you know. Rashid in the building. Big up yourself, Rashid. Up, my general. Up. Glad to see you out. Respect for the support. Thanks for coming through. Who else there? Who else in the building? I could see who else in the building. Yo, the market look like it's set up for some good moves this week. The market looking good, man, not lie. All right, so I could start with our favorite pair. Well, my favorite pair. GBP, JPY. right? And last week we can see where we ended on the market moving in an upward motion, right? As you can see right here, price is pretty much in this wedge. All right, so price is in this wedge. The highest point that price created was this point up here. That's the all-time high. And then after it made this all-time high, it made this low, which is a tap into this area right here. Right, so it is a tap into this order block right here. And then as soon as it tapped into this order block, it pushed up and it keeps pushing up, right? This was where price broke structure and then started to move up. Then it came back and retested the area where it broke from, and now it's pushing up on the weekly, right? So it's in this current range right here, or this wedge, right? So price actually push into here, and now it's just ranging in this area. A lot of people don't know that this is actually a range still. Whenever you see the market moving in a wedge, it's still a range. You know what I mean? It's just like it's a range at an angle, but it's tapping the same points and moving. So what you want to know is you really want to see a breakout of the range and a retest for price to continue to go up. Just like how if this was a consolidation, a straight consolidation, you want to see a breakout and a retest. So that is what we're looking for. So based off of that, based on the fact that price tapped into here, and price also tapped into this order block right here. So boom, we had this level right here that was created by price. It broke structure, and then it left this this order block right here where it tapped into, and now it's pushing up. So my estimation is that price is coming somewhere up here. So price is on the move. And a couple of things why we're not looking for sells. This is a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, right? So, or equal low. This is an equal low, right? So far we have not broken any of these lows to indicate to us that we are going down. So therefore our bias is going to have to be buys. So we are buy biased overall on the weekly. So now it's just a matter of understanding where the market is going to go and what the market is going to do when it gets there, right? So we still have some range right here for price to actually tap into this area right here. Now, this is the weekly time frame, so we can expect that price not just going to shoot up all the way up here today. This might take the entire year for this move to happen, but at least we know, have an idea of where price is going, and we have an idea of what direction we need to be taking the market to. And based on what we're seeing the market move up. So therefore we're looking at an upward trend, right? So what could happen though is for this week, we might see a wick that form, and then a body, and then price flip, and then come up here and come into this region. So this week we might see either price tap on here or price break above here into this zone right here. Right, so that is what we're looking for this week going into next week. So we just have to see how that plays out. So now we have an idea. We know that in order for us to start selling, we will need to see price actually break below here retest, and then continue its move down, right? So we would have to understand that to sell, we wouldn't be looking for sales until price breaks this area right here. So we'll have to get price to break this area for sales. So the only thing that we're focusing on is buys, and we'd have to be very patient for the buys, right? So we'd have to be very patient for the buys. On the daily, we can see where price broke out of this area right here. So there's a break of structure right here. Right, so a break of structure right here for price continuing on the upside, which is indicating that, okay, price is moving up, right? And then it left us with this area right here where price can actually pull back to, probably grab some liquidity, and then push up, right? I don't expect it to go that far, but there's anticipation that price will tap some, will retest the area that it broke out of somewhere here, retest this area that it broke out of, and then push up. So we're looking for buys. Now, based on how this look, Monday's candle could possibly look something like this, where price comes down here, and then Tuesday's candle looks something like this. Then Wednesday's candle looks something like this. Thursday's candle looks something like this. And the move will continue up this way. So we could be looking at a pullback for price to come down into here and then push up. Right? So that is what we're looking at for the next couple of days. So we're looking for there to be a retest somewhere here for price to actually continue to push up into these areas right here and into this zone. All right. Everybody clear? What your thoughts, Chakor? You see it same way?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody clear? Chat, talk to me. How do you feel? Feel like me I make sense or no? I know if the things that I talk foolish. So. Come on, guys, talk to me. How do you feel about it? Tina in the building. Ha ha ha. Big up yourself, Tina. A long time I don't see you hide out. You hide out. You get rich and switch, Tina. Right angles, big up yourself. All right, 7. Good. Tina, I know someone just there ask you. I say, oh, I'm going to say Tina. Oh, I'm going with Tina. Tina's disappear. So yeah, so we're looking for more buys. The first reaction might be somewhere around here, guys. So we can possibly look for a reaction somewhere around here. Probably price might just create a wick here and then push down as the reaction. Or when price actually comes back, it might give you a reaction here, push down a little bit, and then push up. So, you know, that's a good reaction point because this is an area where price broke out after the downside. So we'd have to be careful of this reaction because as you can see on this side, this is where price actually broke structure. Right? So price breaks structure right here on the sell side and came down. So now it's coming back in here. So price could always come back in here and just reject from this point and continue its sell down. So that's another scenario. So if we're going to take the buys, when the buys reach up in this area, we'll have to be very careful and pay attention to what is happening. All right, but for now, this is looking like buys for me. I'm only buys biased at this point. All right. I'm a G. Let's say a word, man. All right, Milton says 7. All right, cool, guys. So I'll move on to the next pair real quick. This is what GBP CAD. GBP CAD. GBP CAD kind of ranging right now. I'm thinking, is this a lower high that GBP CAD is making right here? Could this be a lower high for price to actually push down? It's very possible. But we can start from the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we can see where price was ranging here, failed to break here a couple of times, and it finally broke out, and then it gave us a retest. Right now, my thing with retest is that retest don't typically come with just one test. It normally comes with a second test before pushing up, right? So if we even look at the break off right here, one test, two tests, push up. Right here, break, one test, two tests, push up. So whenever we see break of structure, we never want to feel like, say, all right, it's just going to shoot up. It typically comes back and retests before it shoot up, right? So we have to pay attention to that. So for me, I am thinking that price don't done with right as yet. Price not done with right as yet. So we might see price coming back there at some point. So it might push up, but then come back down, or it might push down and then go back up and then break this high up here. So that is what I am seeing currently. Cool. So now, right, we look at the weekly high, weekly low, and we can see where this is the high of the previous week, this is the low of the previous week. Now, one of two things can happen. Either price is going to come down here, grab some liquidity down here, and then come back and push up to the high to continue the upward move, or price going to come up here, grab liquidity from up here, and then push down and then go back down here. So any one of those two moves can play, right? So now it just depends on which one we see play out first. If price comes up for a week first and starts to come back down into this area, then we can look for sells down, right? If price comes down first, about right here, and then start to go back up, then we can look for buys going up. So it just depends on how the market. Right now, how the market stay, it can play anyway. It can continue to push up, or it can come down for a second retest and then push up afterwards. So based on how this market looks, it can play either way. But overall though, our bias is buys, because market is in an overall uptrend. As you can see from right here, price is just going up, 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 right? And when price is going up, we don't want to assume when it's going down. We have to see that it's going down clearly. So for us to start to look at long-term buys, long-term sells, we need to see price break this level right here, retest, and then push down. And I don't see that happening anytime soon, right? So for now, we're just looking for buys, because buys is the order of the day. Cool. So for GBP CAD, we're still looking at buys. Now, as it relates to the daily, right, we see where price pushed up, high, low, higher low, higher high, higher low, but it has not yet made a higher high, right? In fact, it seems like it's created a lower high. So could this be a movement to the downside, or is it just going to retest this weekly low and then push up, right? So that's what we're looking at, and that kind of correlates with the higher time frame. We can see that there's a breaker, a breaker structure here within the daily, There's a breaker structure here. So our breaker structure here, price push up, and price has not retested the area that is broken out of. So therefore, we could actually see price come down here first and then push up based on the fact that it just broke out of this area, right? It's rejecting from this area right here. So could it be that it's pushing down now to collect some liquidity down here? And then it actually moves from here. So this is another opportunity for us to look at buys as the overall move that's going to be made. But then we still need to be patient and wait for it to come down here. We can either wait for it to come down here, or we can look for opportunities to sell it down short term and then buy it long term. So if we look at opportunities where we could probably sell it short term, I'm not seeing any right now. We would have to wait until the market kind of wake up and shows us, because as you can see, it's ranging in this area right now. So it hasn't really made any decisions as to where it wants to go. So we now have to kind of just wait until it makes a decision on the direction. So if we start to see coming down here and start retesting this area, then we can look for sells come somewhere down here, possibly, right? Or sells could come here and then push up back. So really and truly, as I said before, just based on how this looks, it looks like it can play. It can make any play. It can go anywhere, right? Internal breaker structure is right here. There's an internal break of structure right here. So internal breaker structure right there. Fair value gap right here. And then order block right here. So, and then this now could be inducement. So this now could be liquidity. So price is inducing a lot of buyers and sellers right there. So we could look for something like this, like price coming down here, tapping into there, and it will take it to the top. Right? So this could be how this plays out between today and tomorrow. So this is a nice setup for a buy. And then this would be like a fake out for price to, this would be like the accumulation, and then accumulation, and then manipulation, and then distribution. So for GBP CAD, this is what we're looking at for our trade. Nice setup that we could possibly tap into. So when price gets to here, we can make a decision as to how the move goes. Everybody clear? Everybody good? Where's the goat? Oh, the goat gone. Everybody clear? All right, guys. So from a clear, let's drop a 7. Okay, wicked. You see how much gems may I give for free? Like, y'all need to stop playing, man. So I'm already giving a nice setup for tomorrow. You know what I mean? Nice setup for tomorrow. So I hope to take advantage of it if it plays out. And if it does play out and you make some money, just join the signals group where you get more of these signals. Yeah? It's only $99 to start and then $67 every month after. It's worth it, guys, believe me. All right, so we'll have price going up on GBP CAD. Possibly, right? So that's the move on GBP CAD. Let's move on though to GU. So GU now, overall, is bullish. Let's start out at a weekly time frame. As you can see, price has been moving up, right? But it actually tapped into an area where there were multiple rejections before. So there are multiple rejections right here, and now it's rejecting from that area. So now we have to be very careful, right? Let's mark off this high point where price is coming from. Yeah, so price went up here, then it dipped, push up, and now it's pushing back up again. Is this a retracement for price to continue to push down? It's possible, because overall, for a good while, we're actually coming down. So overall, we're coming down actually. So this could be price actually creating a equal high for price to continue to actually push down. Right, so let's see if we can match this out. So this would be the strong resistance area on the weekly, where price has rejected from a couple of times, and then above that point is this point where price has rejected from again. So if price breaks above here, we can anticipate that price will tap into 1.36559. So once price breaks above 1.33903, we can expect that price will tap onto 1.36559, right? Otherwise, we might see where price actually rejects from here and then starts a downward movement for sells. So based on the weekly, again, just like GBP CAD, it's at a point where it can play either way, right? It can play either way. It's at a point where it can play either way. So we just have to just wait and see what the market gives us. So the two scenarios is that if price comes down a little first, then breaks up into here, then we can get trades coming up to here at minimum. Or if price starts to go up first, then we can look for price to actually start to come down into there. All right, as a matter of fact, we'll have an internal breakup structure right here. So internal breakup structure right here. Internal breakup structure right there. Then we have another breakup structure right here. So this is a price is pushing up. This is an equal low that price created here. that's an equal low. Price was going up, up, then it dropped. So this would be a change of character. Instead of a breaker structure, this would be a change of character. Because it broke this low, and it broke this low, then it came and retest, but then it pushed up again, right? And then this push up now causes a breaker structure there, and a breakup structure here. So therefore, we see where price moves up and it taps into this order block right here, where it's currently at right now. So price tap into here. So we could see price actually coming towards this area down here to either break right here or retest right here. So as you can see, this is a strong rejection from this OB. Also a fair value gap right here. There was also liquidity right here from this breaker structure. Price break the liquidity. So let's look at this as inducement. So now for me, I'm looking at this as an opportunity to take sales to down here based off of the weekly, right? And we go to the daily. You see where price is actually rejecting. And as you can see, guys, price was pushing up, rejected, then it created a double top, which is actually a lower high, came down, created another lower high, and it's actually pushing down. So based on the 4 hour, we can anticipate that there are more moves to come to the downside. All right, so right here is an area that we need to be mindful of. So the idea is that once we see price break here, retest, we can expect price to continue to go down. So for GBP USD, I think there are more sells in the market than buys. It's a breaker structure right here. This was a breaker structure to the upside. And then price change a character right here. Price push down. Yeah. Can put a trend line right there. So once we start the price breaking down here, guys, we can look for a retest in this area for price to continue to go down. So as it relates to GBP USD, I'm seeing sells. So I'm seeing sells on GBP USD. So if I was supposed to take the sells, this should be my setup. order block right there. Fair value gap right here. And all of this inducement. Liquidity. So we can look for price to actually come into this area and push off. So this is the possible trade opportunity right there. Yo, this week, when I get to this week, remember I'm tell you because I'm going to the trades, the actual setups. All right, so that's the opportunity right there for GBP USD. So wait until see price come up in here and then see what price does, and then we'll jump in. I want to say, oh, look, everybody clear? Oh, look good?
That look good, yeah.
Yeah, so them can't say, I never give them two solid setup for this week, Two solid setups you get. All right, next pair. Yeah, I'm gonna really trade that pair still, so I'm gonna allow it. Gold. I hope you guys caught this gold signal that I sent. I actually sent this signal in the group last week. So I'm hoping you guys caught it. Let's start from the weekly time frame on gold. So nice, strong rejection. Nice, strong rejection from gold. Could this be the turning point for gold? Could this be, guys, the turning point for gold? Let us see. Because gold has been on a tear. So it went as far as 3,500. I think it was 3,500. It tapped 3,500 on the dot. Tapped 3,500 on the dot. Yeah. It tapped 3,500 and then it just dropped like a bomb. Right? So now it is in this area. So are we going to see gold do something like this? Where it comes up, it goes down first, then comes up and then continue its bullish move? Is that what we're going to see on gold? Or are we actually going to see gold continue its tank, push up a little bit, and then continue to the downside? Only time will tell. Let's look at the monthly candle to see what the monthly candle is saying though, so we can know. Yes, so this monthly candle could actually turn into a doji or a hammer candle, right? So it's very possible. We have like 3 days left in the month, right? So it's very possible for us to get some more sells, but it's also possible for the monthly candle to close very strong bullish. It's very possible either way. It's possible either way actually, right? And I'm leaning towards it closing bullish. And the reason why I'm leaning towards it closing more bullish is because of the fact that this wick basically take up 50% of the previous candle. Typically, when you see a wick that takes up 50% of the previous candle, is a great chance it's gonna continue to push up, right? That's what I would say a lot of the time. So like this candle cover 50%, it normally push up. So those are things that I observe when I'm trading. So I'm anticipating that this might, it doesn't happen all the time, but it might actually continue its push up. But let's see how the daily looks. right? So the first thing we see is we have this breakup structure right here. We also have a breakup structure right here. And we also have a breakup structure right here. You're not seeing this breakup structure clear now because this will be more evident on the lower time frames. And then after that breakup structure, we had a change of character right here. And then price went up, retest, and then continues push down. Now if we drop to the 4-hour time frame, you see the breakup structure clearly. As you can see, so you can see the breakup structure even more clearer. So as we refine the levels, you can see the breakup structure more clearer. So price came, break structure, push up, break structure, right? And then it came down and changed character right here. The only issue I'm having with this change of character is the fact that none of these candles actually closed below. So I'm not sure if I want to make this a change of character unless we push this up a little bit and just call this like liquidity. So if we push this up right here, this could possibly be a change of character. And then price has inducement right here. So this is liquidity up here, equal highs. Right? Is the previous breaker structure. This could also be considered liquidity right here. So I would say here would be our order block. And then right here is our fair value gap. Inducement right here. So for me, there's a possibility we might be able to get a trade from here to carry price back up to here. Or at worst, right here. So this is the next setup. There's also a fair value gap up here. So price could do something like this. It moves up, tap into the fair value gap, come down, and then push back up. So that's another opportunity. Or if it comes down first, then we could possibly target this fair value gap for it to go into. All right, so that's the trade that we're looking at for gold. Everybody clear? Everybody understand? Everybody good? Everybody good? That's chapter 7 guys. I know sound good.
All right, nobody not answer. Someone else I gotta move on same way. Boom. All right, when you come on to NAS now, boy, may I try stay far away from NAS and US30. May I be honest with you, like too much noise are going on that period. I do see a gap right here that at some point might get filled. So that's a possibility. But let's see. Let's look at NAS. Let's start with NAS. Let's start with the weekly. All right. So the weekly push up. All right. So I'm going to start from down here. So down here, so now we see where price was pushing up. Price was pushing up. Pushing up. Equal lows push up. And then equal highs push down, break this low right here, and is now pushing back up, right? Now, based on what I'm seeing, is either one of two things. Either price is reacting from this area right here to continue its overall push up, or price is going to come somewhere up in here and then push down. Those are the two scenarios that are possible. So let's look at the last place. So price broke structure here. All right, and left this weekly order block right here. Then it pushed up again. Broke structure right here. Broke structure right here. It even broke structure right here. Broke structure right here. Broke structure and then it changed character right here. Let's look at this, like broke structure right here, and it coming back into this area. So is it that it reacted from this area right here and is now pushing up? Or is it going to find room somewhere up in here where price actually broke out of? So is it coming to retest somewhere up here for price to push down? Waiting, bro. Oh, I'm gone again. Let's look at the daily time frame to see what going on. On the daily, price break structure right here. This is OB, but it was mitigated. Oh, yo, this is a tough one, guys. I'm not seeing any clear movements. I guess this is where price reacted from right here. So price reacted from here and push up. And then it broke structure right here. It's a broken structure right here. Leaving behind this OB. See if we can go down some more, refine it a little bit. Let's try the 4-hour. So this is where price break structure right here. This is the most recent OB. And this then is a fair value gap right there. So that's a possibility. And then also down here, we can say basically price broke structure here, even though there's some data missing. And the move that caused this was possibly here. This is the move right here. And then this is a fair value gap. So therefore, guys, price might be looking to tap into here or into here to push up. So those are the two scenarios. And then on the opposite end, we could be looking at this being the area where it might tap into as well. This is where price broke structure. Yeah, so we could be looking at price either coming up here to tap into here to push down, or price coming back into these areas to push up. This is another area where price could actually reject from. So you have this area right here. So those are our areas of interest, guys, for NAS. All right, so either price going to come down, tap into this area and push up to about here, or you're going to come further down, which is more likely is probably the first one, this one right here. Price can probably come down here and then reject from there and push up. So this is the one that's most likely to happen. This is the one least likely to happen, but it's very possible. And the only reason why this one is very possible is because there's still a gap in this area right here. So price might come down to balance out by the gap and then push up from this point. So yeah, everybody clear? Everybody good? Yeah, so Tina. So Tina asks, if it could possibly come back to fill the gap it created last week. That's exactly what I was saying. So it could, at some point, it's gonna fill the gap, right? It's just when it's gonna do that. So my estimation is that it might push down and fill the gap and then fly up, but it could also push up first and then come and fill the gap and just tank all the way to down here. So it could always do something like this as well. So it come up, tap somewhere into here, and then push down and tank, which is what we see NAS and US30 do quite a number of times. It go up and then just make this big push to the downside. So we'll have to see what happens. US30 is the same structure as NAS. Basically, you have a gap right here. So you can expect the same thing from US30. Same exact movement on US30. Both have been moving the exact same way for the past couple of weeks or probably a month or so. There's a gap right here on US30. Don't know if it's going to be filled. It's very possible, because then this would be like an order block up here. So this is an order block. Even this gap right here. Coming from this breaker structure. And then you have inducement right here. So we could see price pushing up into here and then tank. That's a possibility. Also have a breaker structure on this side. So the downside, yeah, boy, that's something I just all over the place. I don't know. You could consider this a breaker structure as well. So if we consider this a breaker structure, we could look at this right here as our order block. So price could actually do something like this. Come here, tap, and then push up here, and then push back down here. So that is what we could be looking at as the move as well. So the scenario is that price could grab liquidity here, then push down here. That's one. Or price could push up all the way up here, tap into this order block, and then push down here. So that is two. Or price could come down here and then push up. So, but these are the two areas that we're looking. These are the 2 points of interest that we're looking at to see price actually tap into. So any one of these 2 points, we'll see how price react to these 2 points, and then we can decide if we're going to take a trade or not. All right, everybody clear? Guys, remember to give the video a thumbs up. Please to like the video. Everybody on the live, please to give the video a thumbs up. So those are our setups for the week, guys. Those are our setups for the week. So looking for buys on GBP CAD. We're looking for sells on GU. We're looking for buys and sells on gold. We're looking for buys and also possible sells on NAS100, and the same thing for US30. All right. So that is what we're looking at. Anybody have any questions? Everybody good? Just drop a 7, let me know. Anybody have any questions? If anybody good, if you're not so clear, let me know. If you're new to the channel, please to click the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Is everybody good then? All right, guys. So seem like everybody good. So that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you guys as usual for tapping in. Appreciate you guys. Continue to support the movement. Like, share, comment. Follow me on Instagram, Learn to Trade JA. Subscribe to the channel. Oh, I'm on TikTok too. Follow me on TikTok, Learn to Trade JA on TikTok as well. So continue to support the movement, guys. Continue to share with people. If you're in different groups, trade with traders and stuff, just share the link with them, man. Show the thing some love. You know what I mean? I'm not so sure I'm going to be trading tomorrow, but if you're in the free community, I'll probably send out opportunities there. Of course, if you're in the Learn and Earn community, I'll definitely send out my entry and exit for different trades. So you can look out for that. So if we're taking trades tomorrow, I'll let you know. But I don't think I'll be doing any live trading tomorrow. But you don't know, peeps. Big up on yourself. Much love. You know what I mean? Continue to, be great. Continue to do what you're doing. Don't give up on trading. Like, I made a post already and I said, yo, it's not that 99% of people fail. It's that 99% of people actually give up. You know what I mean? So don't give up. Continue to do it. You know what I mean? You'll get there at some point. So keep going, all right? So I'm about to leave now. So big up on yourself. Much love. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Big up.